What is going on, guys? It is April 21st. We are at Lake Springfield Disc Golf Course, and this is the 4th attempt at the Break-Even Series. Let's get into it. All right, you guys know what we're doing here. We're 0 for 3, so we're 6 hours into a live stream already. I'm trying to put an end to that. I know you guys want to hang out for 24 hours, and like that would be fun and all, but like, truth be told, I want to go to bed. So, trying to put a stop to that right now. Possibly the best conditions we've had. I started out really well last month. I want to try to keep that momentum. So you guys already know where we're at. It's hole 1, 294 feet, straight up the hill. Basically for me today, gonna try to throw one of my flippier drivers and just kind of let it kind of turn up the hill. Par is fine, bogey, unacceptable. Champion Wraith, this one's pretty flippy. Stalled out a little bit, but that's gonna be just fine. That should be a pitch up and get a par. All right, this actually isn't the worst thing ever, so I'm gonna give this one a little jump bid. Yeah, decent effort. Hole number 2 is 393 feet. It is really far, straight kind of up this hill and then kind of goes along a kind of curved slant. I cannot get there comfortably really with any disc, so I'm just gonna throw the trail, new to the bag. Gonna see how it flies today. I threw it like twice in the field over there just now. That's the first time I've thrown it. Seems pretty straight, literally still has the price tag on it. Shout out Ozark Mountain Disc. Yeah, gonna try to go up this right side gap and just kind of hope it stays flat and starts to move a little bit towards the basket. I'm looking for like a 100-foot upshot. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Yeah, that'll be just fine. Big scoop. All right, I think that's fine. Yeah, just getting something up there. Should be easy. All right, par, not terrible. Cameron and I have talked about this, and I think that's a good number. If I can be 1 or 2 under going into the back 9, it at least gives me a little bit of wiggle room. I had that last time, I wasn't able to finish it. But it could start right here. You know, birdie here is very possible. Hole 3, 406 feet. You can see it down there. It's on a little bit of a mound. You've got this backhand option. You've got the through the tunnel option. If you've got a forehand, it's a very scenic forehand shot. Cameron is really good at throwing that shot. I like the backhand over the road. A little bit more risk, but I like it a little bit better on my style of play. Oh my gosh, I almost skipped in.
I think it was short, but
was it? It hit the top of the mound. I think I have a birdie chance though. That is pretty much what the doctor ordered. Those are the ones we need. We need easy birdies. Easy birdies. Exquisite birdie. That was about as close as I maybe have ever been on that hole, so feels great to get the birdie. 1 under through 3. Hole number 4, another birdieable hole, but also this one could be bogeyable. If you hit one of these early trees, you're very far away and pretty much out of position to try to attack the pin comfortably. You can do a little forehand gap over here, but I'm not messing around with all that. You guys know where I'm going. I'm going straight up the alleyway, aiming for this middle tree and basically just hoping that I miss left or right. If I miss left, I have chance to go out of bounds on the road. All the road along that way and beyond is out of bounds, so there's a possibility, but as long as I can keep it as straight as possible and let it just fall down the hill, I'll have something near the basket. Missed that one. Almost did. Okay, it's not the worst ever result. We'll be far from the basket, but it's not terrible. So a couple options here. I've got recluse forehand here. I've got zone. I mean, I could go zone forehand, but I feel like a recluse, it's less effort.
Recluse is good distance for that.
I think I could stand still, flick, and it's going to get there. I don't have to try too hard.
Left side gap?
I was thinking left side.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking the Ezra PA3 and just do one of those just over here, let it glide down to the basket. I feel like there's more trees over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The forehand funnels like right to it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the backhand does too. There's just obviously more trees in the way, potential to hit.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, I mean, we play different. I would go forehand.
Well, yeah, but what do you think I should do? I mean, because I really feel like I can stand still and like flick this. And I think worst case scenario is I hit those double trees right there and I'm short.
Yeah.
All right, got a little tester, but
That was a lot straighter than I thought it was.
yeah, I mean, I think I threw it just a little bit too much pace, kind of kept it straight, but you're right. I had the stability that it was never going to go out of bounds. Ended up going a little bit deep here. Got a chance to sink this one. Get up. Aye. Bogue. Unfortunate bogey there, but honestly, it's all right. We had a birdie in the back pocket, so we're back to even. No harm, no foul. Hole number 5 is 350 feet, very similar shape to hole 1, and because of that, I'm gonna be throwing the same disc as Champion Rafe. Trying to just get something up close. Honestly, I got it squeaked into circle 2, or circle 1, I mean, last month, so that'd be great. But honestly, even circle 2, just something to give me a chance at the basket, I'll be stoked on. Oh, it's too low. I love the flight though. That flight about 10 feet more in the air is really good. All right, yep, just a little bit higher would have been really, really good. But we're deep circle 2, shallow circle 3, just pitching up. Pitching up into the, oh, I almost killed a squirrel on the other side of the tree. Hole 6, 931 feet, let me correct myself. You guys know what it is, literally in the shape of a 7. Throw it up to the corner there where the second light pole is, and then a hard 90 degrees, about another 450 feet or so, up to the cup. Cameron's been trying to help me figure out what I should be throwing here because this alleyway is tight. But basically, if I beat this first light pole, par should be pretty attainable. So what's the disc that can get me past that light pole is kind of the discussion we've been having. So I think I'm actually, the right side is pretty calm right now. Like it's not super overgrown. So something that overturns a little bit, I think is going to be the move if that's the mistake. And so I think I'm actually going to go with the green rate that I've been throwing. Definitely overturning. Wow. I mean, like very lucky through the last tree. Tree's very dead. And so just hit a bunch of twigs, but then it kicked short into the safe landing zone. Very fortunate. Matching disc in the bag. Had to give it a try here. The detour. Not normally a gyro guy, but oh, fly landed on it. But I'm excited to try it. Never thrown this Frisbee, so some might say this is really stupid, Jacob. But you know, we're just out here having fun. You know what I mean? That's really what we're doing. So we're gonna go. We landed in basically the most ideal layup spot you could ever imagine. Shout out to that tree. So yeah, I'm basically gonna go detour in that gap right there and just let it carry over into the fairway. That's the plan. Detour, don't let me down. I think it's gonna be fine. Did it go too far? That sounded like grass to me.
You landed flat on grass.
That sounded like grass to
I
me.
did not know you were going that high.
Check that pivot right there. See the dirt?
Yeah.
Call me on a foot fault. I dare you. All right, Cameron and I just talked about it a little bit. In what state were you in when you got this? Oregon?
Oregon.
He got me a couple of cool PFN discs. This is a 12-time PFN Firebird. Pretty flat. I don't know if you can see the profile there, probably not, but pretty flat. And it's very pushy hyzer disc, which I love. Like, I'm glad I have that in a Firebird slot. It's not gonna turn over, it's still gonna be on hyzer, but it'll go straight too. So I like that a lot. It's basically like a really, really stable Thunderbird, which I love. So I'm gonna go with that here, throwing it on hyzer. My goal is honestly C2. If I got into C1, that'd be insane. But if I get into C2, it gives me a birdie chance, but par is pretty much secured. That's gonna be a big skip. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I don't know how that just happened. I mean, did I hit grass, I guess?
Huh?
Did I hit some grass initially?
Maybe.
Because it like skipped flat.
You might have hit the corner.
Wow. I mean, that was so fortunate. I mean, it was going to be where I thought it was going to be. It was going to be C2 left, maybe in the woods, you know, pitch out, get a par. But I think I've got a putt for birdie. Woohoo! Didn't want to throw it too high, almost threw it too low. Good birdie on hole 6. Took advantage of some good breaks for sure. I mean, 2 good breaks on that one. Drive was a good break, and I would say the upshot to the basket was a pretty good break. So took advantage, feels good. 530-ish feet, basically dead straight, 2 shots. The basket is tucked a little bit to the left near a creek side. I typically find myself off to the left, which is not the worst thing, but I think the trail is going to come in handy right here. I'm just going to try to punch it as straight as possible. I can trust it that it's not going to just like flip over and dump. But if it fades out to the left, it's not the worst thing ever. Just got to give it the height. But I pulled it. Kind of rolled out. It's not like rolled out, but it's on the left side. I should have like a, I can at least throw something down the fairway. Honestly, again, pretty favorable. I'm off fairway just a little bit, probably 150 feet off the tee. So I'm just going to try to go detour soft. I'm really just trying to miss the first tree here in the middle. If I miss it left or right, I'll make some good progress. Should be able to get up and down. I didn't really commit. Kick right. That is going to be tough for me. I didn't really commit to it. That's on me. That's pretty good, I think. Huh! If anything, it might be down in the creek. That was sick. Come on, Chandler. Cameron just told me. Chandler Fry said you got to follow through on your straddle putt. So shout out to Chandler Fry. Good par. Feels good to save that one. Still 1 under. We've done this now 3 months, and we're at the easiest hole in the course, and I have not birdied it one time. And I would just like the record to show that that is going to change today. It's going to change right now. I don't know if I'm going to get a bogey or I don't know if I'm going to get a birdie. But I'm not getting a par. I'm not getting a par today. It's 231 feet. I got this Firebird. It's probably too much disc, but this just feels really confident in my hand right now. And so I gotta keep it going. You might be saying to yourself, Jacob, you haven't pulled out the Macbeth Rock 3 one time today. And you know what? That's okay. It doesn't mean that I don't love that disc. It just means that something else feels confident right now. You got to ride the high. So it's nothing against the Rock 3. It's still my favorite disc, but this one just feels good right now. Oh, get under. It did. Okay, that's going to be short, but it is a chance. Mark my words. No more pars on, well, I won't say no more pars ever, but not today. Good birdie, 2 under, hole number 9. Sorry, headphone users. Hole number 9 is 786 feet. Kind of just has a gentle curve to the right the entire way. It's basically like 280 to 300 feet to the curve, and then another 450, 480-ish feet up to the basket. Kind of rises up a small hill at the very end. Basically, I'm just trying, if you were good, you'd throw a forehand. I don't do that. I could maybe, but like risky business there. So I'm going to throw more of a turnover shot, just trying to get out in the middle to the right of those trees out there is kind of the goal. Going with the Skyway from Climo Discs. Can you get either there? Okay, that's fine. The tree's not going to hinder me. Should be able to get a par. Very far away from the basket, but should be able to get a par. Yeah, landed very short, but not tucked by this tree, which is really what I wanted. I can't throw like high Annie, unfortunately, so I'm just going to try to throw something flat, little baby hyzer over here, just kind of let it get to the middle of the field. I threw it so low, though. Good rollout, but that's so far from the basket. I was afraid of the branches. It's got to get past that tree. Come on. Come on. Doink. Not the worst, but also this is one that like, I'm kind of thinking bogey could be possible. You know what I mean? So it's not like this is one that I was discounting. Would have liked to have gotten a par though. Okay, unfortunate bogey there. Would have liked to. I mean, putt was falling short. I told Cameron where my putting's at right now is that like, if I'm missing short up and down, I almost am not even mad. As long as I'm not missing left and right, I feel like better about that. And hole 9's one that like, I'm going to get bogey on that semi-often. So would have liked to have had the par there, but again, I'm still at 1 under, so I had a little cushion. Don't feel terrible. So 1 under through 9 is kind of where we need to be. Because there's a couple birdie opportunities on the back, but it's going to be tough. We've got good conditions today, though, which is nice. So it starts right here. Hole 10, no bogeys on this one. I got a bogey last month, I think. Trash. No bogeys on this one. Got this new new to me, very used Calvin Heimberg 2021 Destroyer. Gonna just try to hit it on hyzer, up in the air, let it crash to the basket. Name of the game. All right, I think it's gonna be short, but I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, easy. Might even try to jump putt. Part of me just wants to lay up and get a par, but I might try to jump putt. Snuck up into C1 low key, so would like to capitalize here. Little headwind. Oh, I threw it so high. Man. Decent par there. Had a birdie chance, but just, yeah, did not capitalize, but that's all right. Hole 11 is 430-ish feet. Kind of goes down to that trident tree down there in the end of the fairway. two options. You can kind of go big forehand or big turnover through the middle, or you can go up this right side gap. It's very straight. A lot of like the good players take that gap and they're able to hit it low and hard and can kind of get something up to the basket. I'm not like that. And so, especially today, we've got like a right to left crosswind. So I'm gonna throw this green wraith, try to get it high up in the air on Annie and just kind of let the wind do the work for me. Gonna see where it ends up. Oh, I grip locked it. Just hit that tree. Yeah, I hit that tree right there in the middle. It dropped right behind it, I think. Yeah, I think that's just 85 feet past the basket.
That's pretty far.
Yeah, my depth perception was booty. I guess recluse would have been like my next most stable disc to try to throw there. But yeah, I mean, just not as far from the basket as I predicted. Probably should have gone forehand, try to mitigate some distance, but this is where we're at. Chance to put it in, gotta make the most of it. Yeah, it's all right. Back to even. Hole 12, name of this one is just get out of the gap and be moving towards the basket. I honestly don't really care how far because it's only 378 feet from the tee. So if I clear the woods, I'm like 310, which is very reachable. And honestly, if I'm out to the left, it's very open. So really, I just got to get out of this initial gap. It's very tight. You can see all the different nicks on the trees in front of us where these trees have been pelted with Frisbees. So I'm going to go with Valkyrie. Cameron also got me this one in Portland. It's pretty understable. So I'm just going to try to hit it flat and trust it on this left side gap and get it out there to the right, hopefully. Oh, wow, that was so lucky. Last tree, rolling anyway, but we're out there. We are out there. They were kind of soft. Oh, wow, the ground play is insane. I think it was the right disc for the distance, but I just got a ton of skip left. Bummer. That was a good putt. Unfortunate bogey, but I think we're only at one over and there's still birdies out there. We just really have to get at least a par on the next one. Hole 13, 1153. Shout out Mitchell Scott. He's on the tour on our tour team. He sponsored this hole. Thank you, Mitchell. 1153 is basically for me 3 of my longest possible shots, and hopefully I'm like near the basket to try for a birdie. If not, pitching up, trying to get a par. Yeah, it's long, and basically at this point, it's not the end of the world. Like there are birdieable holes out there, but I'd have to birdie 3 of the last 5. Whereas right now I only have to birdie 2 of the last 6, currently as it stands. So I need a par here, basically. Par at best, or par at worst. So it's possible. It is possible. But it starts right here on this tee shot. It's not going to have a ton of distance, but it's super left. Super left. I got a lot of room to work something left to right. Why is it still Why was it turning so much? Out of my hand, I was like, okay, that'll be fine. It'll stall out and start going back to the left. It did not ever do that. So I made it to like the last tree over there and was hitting the branches. It like kept turning so much. I don't think birdie's in play after that one, but I mean, I've made I proceeded quite a ways forward. I mean, honestly, great slowdown from that branch. I'll have a pitch up, get a par. Yeah. I think that branch kept me from just like getting super far in there, so that's fine. Yep, just off the fairway a little bit, pitch up, par. That's all we need. Just got to get a bogey and get out of here. I mean, I was like kind of close.
Low-key, right?
I was like kind of close. Par secured, hole 14, 375 feet. Basically just pick a gap and don't hit that middle tree is kind of the name of the game. I threw this disc last month in a very similar wind and was under the bucket. So we're gonna see if lightning strikes twice. Oh, that's grip locked. Get past that.
Actually, really good tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like way down the hill, but I'll have a jumper up. I think the distance is good, just grip locked it. Drop. Oh, dang it. I really thought I had a chance of going in, but I said I hit metal. Par there, not the best situation. 2 birdies needed in the last 4. Gotta have 2 birdies. This is one that I could get it on though. Got the new 20, again, not new to me, but 2021 Destroyer. This is the situation where like I've got the speed. This disc will move fast enough. I just have to give it the height and it will cascade down that so-called 399 feet to the basket. So step 1, throw it flat and high. Step 2, watch the disc do the work. Unsure. I mean, I didn't hate the height. I could have thrown it higher. Angle was good. Speed was good. Kind of just depends on what happened on the ground. There was a wise man that once said that heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Come on! Oh, no! I thought I banged it. Off the band? Hole 16, 715 feet. Cannot get a bogey. Cannot get a bogey. Cannot get a bogey. Got to get a par at least. Then the chance early still alive on 17, 18. Really would love to get a birdie here because 17 is like not guaranteed for me, but I could still ace 18. You know, that'd be electric. You know, I mean, those are possibilities that are happening. So it starts right here on this tee shot. Destroyer is definitely the move on the next hole. I'm confident in myself in that. Just got to throw it a little higher. Gonna go with the Champion Wraith, a little bit more stable Wraith. Trying to get as straight as possible because the dog leg's to the left, the last 300 or so feet of the hole. So just trying to get something as straight as possible, as far down there as possible, as close to the corner as possible. Super easy ask of myself. Huh. Hope that curled a little bit. If not, it's like, again, not the worst thing ever. I'm just going to be really far away from the basket. Okay, this is going against my better judgment, but I'm going to do something stupid, so Cameron's going to go get a little better angle. I think it turned too much. So yeah, overturned obviously into this stuff, but was hoping I can get something that panned out, obviously move up to the basket. Headwind up high though, just kind of kept pushing it over, but we should have an upshot, get a par. I think so. If it like stayed, it kind of was like roll, you know, scooting up to it. So I guess if it stayed on the ground, it's fine. Hole 17, 474 feet. Basically got to have a birdie. Don't have to have a birdie, but then I have to ace 18. I don't want to do that, but like basically it's birdie or bogey anyway on 18. So it's one of those where I would like to get the birdie and just have to worry about getting on the island. You know what I mean? So anyway, going with the Star Destroyer, a little bit of a right to left crosswind. Right to left? Yeah, right to left crosswind. Basket's just shy of 500 feet down the hill. It's not super hard to get to in a good wind situation just because it's so downhill. So we're going to give it a rip, see if we can get down there.
Oh, baby. Get out.
I mean, that'll be one of the better opportunities I get, I think. That'll be, I don't think I'm like super close, but it's a chance. Swing. Let's go. Give me a high five from a distance. Dink. Let's go. All right, well, you know, I said I didn't want the pressure of 18, but now I like, imagine if I don't put it on the island now, after all that. Hole 18, all comes down to this, guys. We're at even par. It's basically make it on the island or it's over. Because even if I made a par, who gives a frick about shooting even, bro? We came here for under par. Yeah, under par. Under even, yes, technically. 228 feet. Somebody might be saying, Jacob, it looks like a fast disc for 228 feet, and you'd be correct. It is a Firebird in hand. Just feels confident right now. And I'm just going to go with what I can control the most, which if I can limit the amount of parts of my body that are moving on this forehand, I think that's going to be better for me. Cameron's been in my ear kind of talking about what I need to throw. Cameron had the audacity to tell me Zone OS. And I said, I don't know who you think I am, but I was not getting that there in a million years. But I think I can stand still right here on the corner of the tee pad, stand still, flick forehand, and I should be able to make the island. That's the strategy we're going with. Comes down to this. This is the difference between 2 hours of my life being recorded. On the island that it's over, more or less. I could hit like a really far corner of the island, start to make a putt. But pretty much if you're on the island, you should be getting a birdie. So All comes down to this.
Oh, it's got to get out.
No, it's got it. It's got it. It's got it.
No way.
That is crushing. Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, you want to say, hey man, you threw a 9-speed, you know?
I mean, you don't hit the railroad tie and it's in.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
it.
but you got to think here. Like, if I threw a putter there, if I threw a zone, does it get that skip? Maybe. I mean, probably. Right? I can tell myself probably, and it'll be okay. I probably wouldn't have gotten as big of a skip because that went railroad tie to railroad tie out of bounds. That is brutal, but that's how it happened, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the outro from the tee pad because it doesn't matter if I make the drop zone putt, even par. So we'll just call it even par. We'll give myself the benefit of the doubt that I make the drop zone putt, even though I probably wouldn't. But we're going to call it even par for month number 4, 1 stroke away. But we know it's possible. I still left strokes out there. I don't feel like I made as many stupid mistakes, which makes me feel better. Just lets me know that, like, I can do it. It is very accomplishable. That is a brutal way to go, though. That stings a little bit. It was low. Once I saw it start stabling up, I knew, I was like, okay, it has a good chance. Man, off the railroad tie, out of bounds. That's how it goes sometimes. Game of inches we play here. Game of inches. So, yeah, that's been April. Up to 8 hours. 8 hours on this live stream that'll come at the end of the year. Man, it was a beautiful day, though. I mean, we had fun out here. Gorgeous day, good conditions. And I still had a couple of putts, had a couple that hit high on the band that, like, I thought were going in. I was telling Cameron on the back 9, if I make the 2 putts that I hit band on, I finish it. Well, now it would have been different because if I parred, I would have finished. I would have had to make the drop zone putt, but regardless of that. Could have been different. Could have been different, but that's how the cookie crumbled. 228 feet between me and 2 hours of my life back, but c'est la vie, as they say. We'll see you guys in May. We'll be back here again. It'll probably be hot. We'll probably be sweaty. There'll probably be bugs. Just more obstacles we got to deal with, but we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for following along. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, comment down below, tell me how bad I am, tell me how good you think I did on certain shots too. I need the affirmation every once in a while. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We're over 1,900 on the road to 2,000. We thank you guys so much for following along with us. Ozark Mountain Disc to the moon. We will see you guys in the next one.